Hey y'all, I'm back. And today we're going to talk about something I consider a major pet peeve when you're driving on the road. But before we get started, if you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and hit that button down below to subscribe. When I was little, I wanted to drive a car so bad. I even came up with my own road system in my backyard and thought to myself, what if one day my parents bought me a tiny car? And one Christmas, something wonderful happened. I woke up to some presents under the tree and even some from Santa Claus, but I didn't see a car. I had been tricked. My parents told me to go out into the garage to get some chairs for our guests for the day's dinner. When I went out there, I looked all the way at the back trying to find chairs. And you know what I found? It's a brand new, shiny go-kart. Closest thing to a car. Now granted, I couldn't take it for a real spin, but my dad and mom let me drive it up and down the driveway a few times. There was a lot of snow on the ground. From there, my love of driving was born. I couldn't wait for summer. I never did get to actualize my road plans that I had made for our backyard because, of course, my parents would have killed me. I love that go-kart, and every summer I would take it out every chance that I could get. And a couple of times I rolled it. I remember this one time I tried to jump this little ramp and I flipped the go-kart over on top of myself. I was okay. I didn't get any broken bones. But anyways, so turned 16, got my license, got my first car, which was a Pacer. Me and my friends nicknamed it the pregnant roller skate. And if you've ever seen a Pacer, you know what I'm talking about. But it was a great car. It took me a couple of years to get the rules of the road, basic road etiquette down. But trust me, I got my fair share of honks and people flipping me the bird and cussing me out. And got a few road ragers too. But we didn't have cell phones back in my day. Nope. The only distraction you got was maybe a carload of your friends acting crazy. So, anyways, driving on the road, you come across all kinds of drivers. In my opinion, there are three types of drivers. Number one is the defensive driver. It is the person that is always on the lookout for what other cars are doing. These are people that usually follow the speed limit. They let other people into traffic. They're courteous. Number two is the offensive driver. And this is the type of driver that can get a little crazy, maybe a little psychotic when they're driving, like when there's construction and it says to merge over, they usually try to race up to the lane where they're supposed to merge and they just kind of push their way over. Therefore, they cut in line, they speed around, they're weaving in and out of traffic constantly. Typically, they run the stoplight at the last minute, just before it changes red, because they're in such a hurry, want to get where they want to go. This type of person also tends to cuss and scream and carry on like crazy people when they're driving. Unlike the defensive driver, who is usually, yes, frustrated, but they're not screaming at the top of their lungs. It's more like a... And then there's the number three type, and it takes a special kind of person to fall into this category. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the amazing, idiotic asshole. This type of driver likes to get in the fast lane and drive slow. When getting onto the road, highway, expressway, they tend to merge all the way over to the fast lane. I will say this as clearly as I can. The fast lane is for going faster. Faster. The fast lane is for people who want to get around the slower traffic. Yeah. This may be a new concept to some people, but it's really not that hard to follow the traffic rules. It's kind of simple. The inside lane, which is known as the fast lane, is for pushing on and getting around other drivers. Don't get over into the inner lane, the fast lane, and hover at 55 miles an hour. The perfect lane choice, and the one designated for you, would be the outer lane, which is known as the slow lane. Folks, get off your phone when you're driving. Don't text. Don't accept phone calls. Don't call someone. And for the love of God and all that is holy, don't be on Facebook. If you're focusing on your phone, you're not focusing on driving. Over in the fast lane, doing about 45, maybe 55 miles an hour. On your phone, we're going to have problems. This is probably also the driver that parks in a parking spot like a complete idiot. You know, the type of person that parks over the lines, crooked, yeah, that kind of person. When you drive in the fast lane, accelerate. That's right. That gas pedal, push it. Don't get me wrong, I want safety on the road. That's the #1 priority. All I'm saying is that you should stick to the lane that's meant for you. So if you're a slower driver, stick to the slow lane. Or else, you're going to be pissing off a lot of drivers behind you, and that tends to bring rage out in most drivers. If you're a fast driver and you're in the slow lane and you start getting pissed off at people doing the minimum speed limit in the slow lane, you need to get over. What's your pet peeve about driving on the road? Or other things that other drivers do? Comment down below and let me know. Feel free to follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, or Facebook. I'll put the links down below in the description. And as always, y'all, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and tag that bell notification, and you'll get all my videos. See you next time.